Hello students, welcome back to the next video on digital communication. Myself Gunjan Mittal Roy in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in Jamtech, Greater Noida. In the previous video, we have given the basic introduction and types of line codes, and in the next video or in this video we are going to cover up line codes in further aspects. So there were three types of line codes as we mentioned in previous video. First was unipolar, then polar, and the third one is the bipolar. The first two types we have already covered in the previous video, and in this video we are going to focus on bipolar line codes. So in the bipolar line code technique we have both positive as well as negative polarities used, but we are using a special technique which is called as the alternate mark inversion. In this technique, for binary 1, a voltage level gets a transition. So the voltage gets transitions from positive to negative and negative to positive. In case of binary 1, the voltage is gets transition from positive voltage to negative, whereas for binary 0, the transition is from negative to positive. We will see it in the diagrammatic representation. So in this method also we have bipolar NRZ and bipolar RZ. NRZ and RZ techniques, I hope you have understood. In the case of NRZ technique, the data is transmitted for the entire bit duration, but for RZ technique, the signal, the pulses are transmitted for the half of the bit duration. So that way we save the energy, we save the power. So RZ technique is more efficient compared to NRZ technique. So from the models so far we have discussed about the difference between the NRZ and RZ, and it is just goes in the way here also. Now this is the figure depicting the bipolar NRZ as well as bipolar RZ line codes. So we have a clock, we have a data, and in case of a bipolar NRZ technique, for binary 1, the signal remains positive. For binary 0, it remains 0, and for binary 1, next binary 1, it becomes negative. So there is a concept called alternate mark inversion. In this technique, if the ones are coming in alternatively, like first one, after that if there is a second one and third one and fourth one. So for the first one, if the voltage is taken as positive, for the next one it will be taken as negative. Similarly, for the third one it will again be positive, and for the fourth one it will be again negative. So this way there is an alternate marking of positive and negative voltages for the alternate ones in the data bank. Now there is a bipolar RZ technique which is similar to bipolar NRZ technique, except that the signal is transmitted for half of the bit duration, as I told you in the previous slide. So the above figures have both the bipolar NRZ and RZ waveforms. The pulse duration and symbol bit duration are equal in NRZ type, while the pulse duration is half of the symbol bit duration in RZ technique. Now the advantages of this bipolar RZ and NRZ technique is that it is simple, no low frequency components are present. So in all the cases, low frequency components are not present, and it occupies low bandwidth and unipolar and polar NRZ schemes. This technique is suitable for transmission over AC coupled lines, as signal dropping doesn't occur here. This is the another advantage which we could not receive in case of a unipolar and polar technique. So here the signal dropping doesn't occur, and single error detection capability is also present. This is one more advantage which we get in this scheme compared to the previously discussed two schemes. Now the drawbacks are that no clock is present, long strings of data causes loss of synchronization. Now the power spectral density. So the power spectral density, or popularly known as the PSD, this is the function which describes how the power of a signal got distributed at various frequencies. So when the power is distributed in F domain, we call it a our spectral density. It is the Fourier transform of autocorrelation or similarity between observations, and it is the form of a rectangular pulse. This is the rectangular pulse and its frequency domain signal. So we know that the rectangular pulse from minus t by 2 to t by 2, it is defined as the magnitude A or mod value of t from minus t by 2 to capital T by 2. It is mod t less than capital T by 2, and it will be 0 if the t value is greater than capital T by 2. And now it is the Fourier transform, which is the sinc function of this rectangular wave. Now, non-return to 0 or NRZ codes has a 1 for high voltage level and 0 for low voltage level. The main behavior of NRZ code is that the voltage level remains constant during the bit interval. So the voltage level remains the same in case of the NRZ code. The end or start of the bit will not be indicated and it will maintain the same voltage state. The following figure explains the concept of NRZ coding. So non-return to 0. If it is 1, it will remain 1, and if it is 0, it will remain 0. NRZ level. NRZ is of, again, there is a change in the polarity of the signal only when the incoming signal changes from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. It is the same as NRZ. However, the first bit of the input signal should have a change of polarity. And there is NRZI. So there are two NRZ coding, NRZL and NRZI. In case of NRZL, if there is a change in the polarity of the signal, only when the incoming signal changes from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. And in case of NRZI, where I stands for inverted, if a 1 occurs at the incoming signal, then there occurs a transition at the beginning of the bit interval. For a 0 at the incoming signal, there is no transition at the beginning of the bit interval. So it is just inverted of NRZL technique. NRZ codes has a disadvantage that the synchronization of the transmitter clock with receiver clock gets completely disturbed when there is a string of ones and zeros. Hence, a separate clock line needs to be provided. So, always clock line is required to be provided in case of NRZ codes. Now we have biphase encoding. The signal level is checked twice for every bit time, both initially and in the middle. As the clock rate is double, the data transfer rate and thus the modulation rate is also doubled. The clock is taken from the signal itself, and the bandwidth required for the coding is greater. There are two types of biphase encoding, which are biphase Manchester and differential Manchester. These are again very popular line coding technique, and also they are very important for examination point of view. So biphase Manchester. In this type of coding, the transition is done at the middle of the bit interval. The transition for the resultant pulse is from high to low in the middle of the interval for the input bit 1, while the transition is from low to high for the input bit 0. This we can understand in a better aspect, in a better way, with the help of an example. And differential Manchester. In this type of coding, there always occurs a transition in the middle of the bit interval. If there occurs a transition at the beginning of the bit interval, then the input bit is 0. If no transition occurs at the beginning of the bit interval, then the input bit is 0. So the main two things which we should need to remember in Manchester and differential Manchester is that the transition in Manchester is at the middle, but in the differential Manchester it occurs at the beginning. So these two things we have to remember, and now we can consider the example to understand these two cases very well. So first is the biphase Manchester. Here the binary data is 1, so the starting 1 will be from positive and it will be ending at negative, and for 0 it will be starting from the negative voltage and it will be going to the positive. In case of a differential Manchester, For first one, it will be starting from positive and ending at negative, and for 0 also, it will be starting from positive and ending in the negative. And for next one, it will be starting from negative and going to the positive, and for next 0, it will be starting in the same way. So the first one and for 1 is from positive to negative, and the 0 follows 1. And for the next one, it goes in the inverted mode, like from negative to positive, and 0 follows the same. So this is the difference in the biphase Manchester and the differential Manchester. Thank you so much.